So, this is...
I'm sure you already understand, but the house that defeats the other two is declared the winner. Incidentally, I'll be overseeing this mock battle, so listen well if you want to win.
Stay focused.
Who, me? Let's get to it.
Ready and willing.
Who, me?
I will fight on the front lines. I can stop the enemy's advance with grace.
You have Lady Edelgard's permission to... I suppose I've no choice but to provide cover.
Thank you, Hubert. We are off to a terrible start.
Ash, can you move to the front lines? I want to lure the enemy this way.
Got it, Your Highness. Leave it to me.
Once you finish preparing, make your move. Dedu, Mercedes, keep our enemy occupied until then.
I'm on it.
Oh my. We'll try our best.
Predictable!
The new professor is rather strong. I suppose I'll have to call it a day.
Should I have held back?
The son of House Ire. How did I fail? I must need to train harder.
Another one down.
You are performing as expected, Professor. We will have to face you with our full might. We will use the forest to ambush our enemy. Everyone, I am counting on your support.
If they're waiting in the forest, we'd do well to take a detour.
I could use a break.
So strong. Have to do better next time.
Hilda! Hilda!
Thank you.
Who, me?
Seems we're surrounded. At a time like this, our only option is to cut a path through.
Much needed.
My. The new professor seems very capable.
You fought well.
Look at that, a real-life princess. I'll have to be careful not to scar that little face of yours.
Careful, Claw. I'll win no matter what, but you're only making things harder for yourself.
Losing hasn't even crossed your mind, has it? Ooh, this will be a bit of a shock then.
To shock was your intention to begin with, was it not?
Maybe I was too lazy.
Forced to retreat. Well, things will only get tougher from here on out.
It's your call. Thanks for that. Ready and willing.
I'll manage.
Such power dwells within.
Well done. I nearly wound up a patient in my own infirmary.
That takes care of that.
So, you've made it past Manuela, eh? I see now I must focus, and then make my move.
Did the trick.
Beautiful work, Professor. But the true challenge starts now.
Let's get to it.
I'm not done yet.
Another one down. I'm aiming high.
Oh no! This is as far as I can go!
You're a tough opponent, but I refuse to yield. Do not fool yourself into believing I will hold back. It's...
Be mindful.
My training was insufficient. I am so sorry, everyone. The rest is up to you.
Careful now. Stay focused.
goodness. The leadership of someone with actual battle experience is... well, I was as good as useless.
Never underestimate an outsider.
All right, that's that. The winner of this mock battle is... the Golden Deer House.
Great work, everyone. Even if it's just a mock battle, the taste of victory is sugary sweet. Great work, Teach. That was a brilliant win. Playing ignorant as to the quality of your command and deflecting the praise to your students. You really are a model professor, Teach. To be honest, I had a bunch of other schemes planned as well, just in case the situation called for it. But I didn't have to resort to any of them. I suppose our opponents lucked out.
Well met, Professor. The breadth of your skill was on full display today. I must admit that your tactics were masterful. I shudder to think what may have transpired had it been Claude leading us into battle.
I noticed that too. We just did what you told us, and we won! I love it!
As expected from a child of the former captain of the Knights. Thank you for today, Professor. I have much to consider. I never doubted that our professor would be amazing. It was way too obvious. Don't you agree, Marianne? Huh? Me? Oh, yes, of course. Well done, Professor.
Captain Gerald taught his child well. It would have been more of a surprise had our professor proved lacking.
Don't you think it's a bit harsh to give Gerald all of the credit, Leonie? In any case, it's clear that we only won because of our new mentor's guidance.
A mercenary's wisdom and techniques are forged in battle. Those are the sorts of things you can only learn through experience, right, Teach? But more importantly, it's time to celebrate our victory. Teach here has yet to try my well-renowned home cooking. I really do hope you'll join us. After all, I swiped some finely aged cheese from the dining hall for just this occasion.
Your work with the students was remarkable. I can see Gerald trained you well. I do hope you were able to use the occasion to bond with the students. I'm so happy to hear it. Nothing would please me more than if you used this coming year to grow closer still.
Of course, the mock battle was mere practice. The real fight is the battle of the Eagle and Lion, which will take place during the Wyvern Moon. You are expected to properly train your students so as not to humiliate the Academy during the long-held tradition that is the coming battle.
As for today, I have called you here to tell you of your mission for the month ahead. Your class is to dispose of some bandits causing trouble nearby.
Those affiliated with Garrigmach Monastery have a moral obligation to help those in need, regardless of social standing. Students are no exception. Each month before the newly birthed moon departs, each house of students must complete their assigned mission. You shall work to complete the task at hand alongside your students and report back to the Archbishop before the deadline. Understood? I will soon provide you with the necessary details for your first mission. If I told you now, I expect you would only forget, and I despise repeating myself.
I can sense something special within your heart. I have high hopes for you.
Bandits, they say. Do you recall when we first met? You shall not fall so shamelessly again, correct? Have you no words for me? Do not tell me that you are shocked to hear from me. You ought to know that I am always with you now. To hear my voice should not come as a shock.
What is this nonsense?
All I was told was to kill as many noble pipsqueaks as possible. No one said anything about the Knights of Dan Saros being on our trail.
You have proven yourself worthless, distracted by something so trivial. I had hoped you would achieve your goal despite the setback. But now a child of the Knight's former captain is in play. How interesting.
Hey, this isn't what I agreed to!
Hiring a mercenary as a professor. What was that woman thinking?
Are you listening to me? How do we finish this?
You die.
What?
Underestimating the Knights was an amateur mistake. One you will pay for. The road to eternal torment awaits you all. Now I must locate your replacements.
Wait! Get back here! Damn you!
Part 1. White Clouds. Harpstring Moon. Familiar scenery. In honor of the saints whose births or deaths took place under this moon, the people perform music once beloved by those divine beings. Whether by harp, by flute, or voice alone, joyous melodies are shared between farmers as they sow their seeds across the vast plains of Tailteen and Gronder.
As you have already been notified, your mission is to subdue some bandits. Our students have been learning about combat through study, but this is a precious opportunity to provide them with practical experience. The Knights will support your mission and are prepared to offer their assistance if necessary. In short, this is no mock battle. You must be prepared for anything. You will receive a message from the Knights when it is time to depart. Until then, use your time wisely.
More bandits. Not very original, Teach. Well, as long as you're with us, at least things won't be boring. In fact, it may take a turn for the interesting. And with that, I take my leave to make my final preparations.
You seem well. Are you adjusting to life at the monastery? Well, I didn't expect it would be easy on you. When we were mercenaries, I handled everything. Outside of battle, you didn't have much contact with people, did you? I thought being thrown into a swarm of noble brats to teach would be a bit much for you. It seems I was right to worry. By the way, I heard about those bandits. Your first assignment is to take them out, right? That's fairly routine for you by now. But don't forget it's the first real taste of battle for those brats. It'll be tougher to sleep at night if you let one of your little pupils die. So stay vigilant and lead them well. I wish I could offer you my support, but Lady Rhea won't allow it. For now, I'll try to figure out what she wants from you. I don't mind you settling into your life here, but don't let your guard down, ever.
What's that?
Hey you, you're from up top, right? What business do you have here? Wait a minute. Ah, got it. You're that new professor, aren't you? I suppose that means I have to let you pass. I guess, welcome to Abyss. This town is full of rough and toughs, so watch your back down here.
Such an innocent face you have. This isn't a place for innocent people. Especially not if you're carrying money.
Hey, what are you looking at? I don't want any trouble. Get lost.
Need something? This one? This one? See you again. Need something? This one? See you again soon.
Who are you? Wait, shut up. Let me guess. You're that new professor, right? You just started teaching up on the surface. Nah. Even here people have been talking about you. Not that the gossip got everything right. I heard you were beautiful, but obviously that was an exaggeration. What? You want to know if I can help out? I've got time, but I don't want to spend it all serving the church. Don't make that face. Fine, fine. I'll back you up. Yeah, sure thing. You know, I've never really had a teacher before. And it'll be my first time at the Officers Academy. Sounds like fun. Oh, Chatterbox. You been looking for me? I'd prefer not to visit the surface if I can help it. I don't want to run into any knights.
Really? I haven't seen your face before. You're clearly not from around here. You don't strike me as the thief or merchant type. I don't owe you money, do I? Oh, you're that new teacher everyone's been yapping about. Funny. Next to me, you don't look so tough. The name's Balthus, formerly of the Alliance. Don't beat around the bush, pal. You want my help, yeah? Can't blame you. Look, I get it. You're the new professor. You've got a lot on your plate. You need backup? I'm your guy. Fine, you've talked me into it. But I'm gonna need you to sweeten the deal, if you catch my drift. Beautiful! Now about that sweetening. I'll need to attend your classes whenever the mood strikes. I get bored from time to time, all cooped up. Well, did you come all the way here just to stare at my rippling abs, or did you want something? If you're gonna ask me for help on the surface, it better be real important. I try not to go up there unless I absolutely have to.
And who might you be? Not an Abyssian, that much is clear at a glance. A visitor from above, perhaps? With what purpose? I'm sure I must have misheard you. Either that, or you haven't the slightest inkling of where you are. Oh, but of course! You must be the new teacher specially appointed by Lady Rhea. That is it, yes? Rumors have been flying underground about you. Well then, I am Constance von Nouvelle. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Oh, have you come to beg my assistance? Then rejoice, for you have the aid of a Nouvelle. You did come seeking my aid, yes,
Hopefully with something befitting my station. An assignment for the Officers Academy? How splendid! I was a former attendee there myself, you know. I shall be a model of grace in my duties. Huh. Come to invite me to a lesson or some such, have you? I prefer not to be above ground during the day when I can help it, unless there are storm clouds above.
Whoever you are, it doesn't matter much to me. But I do advise getting out of here before you get tangled up in trouble. Unless you've been sent here under someone's orders. In which case, I'll happily show you a good time. Well, I do like people with a healthy curiosity. You are aware of how dangerous it is down here, yeah? Huh. You're that mercenary turned professor, aren't you? The one who showed up at the monastery kinda recently. Yeah. You're the one I've heard so much about. Well, I guess it's fine you're here then. You can call me Yuri. You'll want to remember that, if you ever come down here again. Can you take care of something for me? Want my help, hmm? Sure, why not? But I don't do anything for free. In exchange, let me attend the lectures you give those noble kids, yeah? It's a deal. Come on by whenever you need me. If you're wondering why I won't come up to you, it's because I've got people to watch over in Abyss. Ah, it's you. Bit of a trek coming all the way down here, huh? I'll be helping you out now. But just so you know, my life is still down here. If you can't find me in the classroom on the surface, you'll likely find me here instead.
What do you require? Now let me see. Your guidance is lacking. Fare thee well.
I owe you. That said, Professor, those bandits really didn't think things through, did they? They had to have known the Knights would be after them the moment they entered the monastery's turf. Fine by me, though. I'm raring for some real combat experience. Any chance to grow is a good thing. Is there anything else you want to ask me, Teach? About living at the monastery or combat? Anything like that? Students aren't the only ones who have something to learn from their professors. Professors can also learn from each other. If you want to, you should try trading knowledge with Professor Hanneman or Professor Manuela. The house a student belongs to is determined by where they're from, but it is possible for someone to switch to a different one. Of course, that's only if the student very strongly wants to make the change and their professor is on board with it. If you do a lot of different activities around the monastery, you'll get closer to students and they may ask you about it.
Your performance in the mock battle was exceptional, Professor. You have inspired me to follow your example and study even more diligently. Perhaps we could train together sometime. I would love to test myself against your sword skills again.
It is better if you do not approach me. If you spend too much time around a man of Dusker, there will be rumors.
That reminds me.
Professor.
For years, the Boar Prince and I were inseparable. I know him better than almost anyone else. So let me give you some advice. Beneath all that princely polish, he's an animal, nothing more. He's strong and skilled, sure, but don't place your trust in him as a human being. Take care he doesn't chew you up and spit you out.
And now that you're all the way over here, Professor, care to join me in some training? After training, I love tending to the horses or burying myself in a good pile of books. There's truly nothing better.
Professor. Hey there, Professor. You here to check in on my training? Oh, that reminds me. I found this small cloth. It's kind of weird. Not really sure what it is, but it works great for wiping up sweat.
The next assignment is to drive out bandits? Sounds like some training is in order. Tell me something, Professor. When it comes to a one-on-one battle, which is better, strength or skill? I knew it! When it's all said and done, muscle always comes out on top.
You're quite powerful to have beaten us in the mock battle. Such a shame you aren't leading our class.
I've heard your class is hunting thieves. That mission is very different from the one we were given.
Anyway, it's thanks to my adoptive father, Lenato, that a commoner like me is here at the Academy. He is the very model of chivalry. Someday, I'm going to be just like him.
Hello there. Are you that new professor everyone's talking about? Name's Anna. I'm a merchant who slings wares all across Fodland and beyond. I come in here all the time, so I'm sure our paths will cross more. Hopefully, much more.
Okay.
Professor, hey, do you know how old Captain Gerald is?
That's enough, Leone. If I don't know, how could my child know?
It's not normal to forget your own age, you know. It's kind of worrisome, actually.
By the time you're forgetting your own age, you're past the point of caring.
I guess if you put it that way, you've got a point. It's not...
By the time...
I guess if you put it...
I have a request.
Hello.
Hey there.
Oh, Professor. Hello. I was just looking for my... Well, it's like a pale blue cloth. Have you seen it? Okay. What is it? I'm not doing anything!
Yank? Oh, come on. That's just cruel.
Oh, I was just... Have we met? No. Sorry.
You remind me of someone I know.
Professor? Our next mission is to go after a group of bandits. I'm not very confident. I'm afraid I'll just hold everyone else back. I should probably stay behind for this one, or help plan the attack instead.
Hi there!
Would you kindly do something for me?
I've got to find out everyone's likes and dislikes so I know what to cook. Who knows when it'll be my turn at kitchen duty? How about you, Professor? Do you like sweet or spicy food? Ooh, same! I'll definitely remember that.
Greetings. Bridget has much more warmth than Fodlan. Even spring here has coolness. And you, Professor? Which do you find is worst? Too hot or too cold weather? I have agreeance. In Bridget, I am able to be wearing much lighter clothes.
Perhaps there are way too many vegetables in today's meal. The ratio of vegetables to sweets was completely skewed. Oh, hi, Professor. Were you just eavesdropping on me? Well, everyone knows a plate full of sweets is far preferred to a plate full of vegetables, regardless of age.
Oh, Professor, how are you today? I'm just heading out for a mission. I'll be seeing you. I don't need luck. This will be a piece of cake. I'll be back before you know it.
I'm bored. Maybe I should go into town. But that would be such a hassle.
Oh, hi, Professor. I'm rather busy right now, so do make it quick. Ah, you can tell? I suppose being a professor has taught you how to ferret out time wasters.
Oh.
You know, Professor, there are some things I'll just never understand. Like the other night, I went on a date with a dashing, handsome, strong young knight. Oh, I'm a bit weak just remembering him. Anyway, do you know what that no-good jerk said when we got back to my room? He said, "What a mess. I'm afraid to go in there." Can you believe it? You know who cares about keeping everything neat and tidy? Not me, that's who. Afraid to go in there. Some knight he is.
Do you know about the Cardinals? They are the ones who run the church. Their identities are a closely guarded secret.
What? You look bored. Care to duel? What? I just wanted to spar.
You there! We will accompany you on your assignment. We don't want anything to happen to our precious students. If any of you run into trouble, we'll step in and help out.
So... Greetings, Professor! Nothing to report. Are you settled in here at the monastery yet? Make sure to have a good look around. There's much to see. Like fish. You do know about the pond behind the dining hall, right? You can fish there. Give it a try.
You can't be serious. I need your help. Yay! Thanks.
Welcome. Come back soon.
Welcome. Please come again.
So... You there!
I was thinking. The Knights of Saros are also known as the Shining Knights. We are the sword and shield of the divine Saros. There are many orders of knights in the world, but we are the only one that has the honor of bearing the name Saros. As a member of the church, you should probably study up on the history of Saros and the knights.
What about...
Professor, you're the one taking out the bandits? That's one way to start your career at the Academy. I didn't expect they'd order us to risk our lives here. Seems a bit extreme, doesn't it?
I was thinking.
Let's see. That person sure does remind me of somebody, but I can't figure out who. Oh, do you need me for something? Sorry, but I'm really busy right now.
Hey, you.
Do you know of the Iyer family? We have long held the position of Prime Minister in the Empire. The Empire's power lies with 6 noble families, my family foremost among them. The full explanation may be time-consuming. I can give you a moment to get ready, if you would like to take notes. All right, I will list the 6 great noble families. There's Caspar's father, Count Burgles, the Minister of Military Affairs. Then there's Linhardt's father, Count Hevering, the Minister of Domestic Affairs. Bernadetta's father, Count Varley, is the Minister of Religious Affairs. Hubert's father, Marquis Vestra, is the Minister of the Imperial Household. Finally, we have Duke Gert, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, and my own father, Duke Iyer, the Prime Minister. One day, I will take his place as the Prime Minister of the Empire. I am more talented than anyone in my class, even Edelgard. I will lead the Empire to a bright, enlightened future. There is nothing I cannot achieve.
Here's an idea. I hear the Officers' Academy of the Monastery was founded about 2 centuries ago. The eastern region of Fodlan was being invaded by Almyra, and so the Archbishop of the time took measures to prevent the border from being taken. In order to ensure Fodlan would be safe from potential threats, she deemed it necessary to raise a generation of excellence. That is how the establishment was founded, though its purpose has changed over the years.
favor to ask.
Right.
The cathedral is nice and quiet. It's so relaxing. Oh, Professor, did you come to pray to the goddess? Me too. Shall we pray together?
There's something. It is the duty of every Fodlan noble to demonstrate piety towards Seros. Have you also come to offer your prayers to the goddess, Professor? You don't sound terribly sure. Perhaps you are not of noble birth? After all, devotion is not as essential for a commoner.
Professor!
Inside the cathedral, there is a chapel dedicated to the four saints. Do you know of them? Saint Indec, Saint Macuel, Saint Keyhole, and...
Saint Sethlin! Who is your favorite, Professor?
Now that you are a member of the Church, be sure to familiarize yourself with our teachings and traditions. Inside
Saint...
Now that you are... I have something to ask of you.
Okay?
Bridget, Elmira, Thusker, even people from far-off lands gather here at the Academy. Word of advice, Professor. There are those who don't think kindly of such people.
My savior, thank you.
So, well done. You have my thanks.
There's something else.
I can't believe it.
Lovely. Swimming through a sea of countless books, tracking down that single sought-after volume. It's absolute bliss. How do the poor fools who spend their days sharpening swords and polishing armor find any joy in life?
I'm so glad to be a student here, if only because I get to use this library. Reading books from all the regions of Fodlan, I feel almost like I'm visiting those places myself. I'd like to. I don't have many chances to travel.
Well then. Excellent work guiding the students in the mock battle. Taking command like that? Simply splendid. And bearing the unknown crest's power? Yes, I'm talking about you. Your talents are incredible, and Lady Rhea's insight as to your potential is doubly so.
Thanks for your help.
Reel it.
Xanadu, the Red Canyon, is a place of great significance to the Church of Seros. Even members of the church are forbidden from entering without permission. To go trampling around in there, causing trouble. Those bandits truly are morally reprehensible.
Thank you for paying me a visit. Is there anything troubling you? Or is there perhaps something I can help you with? You seem to be getting along well with the students. I would advise you to be confident in your abilities. The rest will fall into place in time. I can often be found here, so if there is ever anything you need, please do not hesitate to pay me a visit.
You're a lifesaver.
There's more food than I can eat. Professor, Raphael, you're welcome to have some of mine.
Don't listen to him, Professor. Ignatz gets all dizzy if he doesn't eat enough.
I've eaten many meals in my time, but this is divine.
Oh, exquisite! This is exactly the meal I've been craving.
Don't tell me. No one bothered to show you the standard procedure for lectures? I guess it's up to me to save the day. Before starting a lecture, be sure to first check on our study goals. After all, students will want to prioritize studying things that relate to their goals. It's
probably easier to get good results if you instruct students based on their interests and specialties. But that doesn't mean it's pointless to teach things that don't relate to someone's goals, not by a long shot. By overcoming their weaknesses, some students may develop an interest in new fields. A student's study goals may need to be updated based on their learnings and experiences. It's an important part of being teached to counsel students like that. How well their tutoring goes will depend on a student's motivation. It's possible that interacting with students on a regular basis will raise their motivation. Maybe. Then again, what do I know? In any case, make sure to keep an eye on how motivated everyone is. Students are encouraged to partake in various activities around the monastery. If you have students work together, it will give them a chance to interact and maybe even help them achieve better results. Have you heard about the monthly certification exams? If you want to become a certain class, you have to pass the certification exam for it. That means training up on the required skills so you can pass. Don't slack when it comes to teaching your students what they need to know to pass their certification exams.
It's starting to come together for me.
Easier than I thought. Don't stop. Keep it coming. It was quite a challenge. It was quite a challenge. I've got to keep working hard.
All thanks to you. All... Can't say I'm surprised. Go on, sing my praises again. All thanks to you. Thanks for the tips.
I've got a question. I think I follow.
Friend.
Come on then, let's get to it. I'm counting on you. Whew! Finally done. I see.
But still got room to grow. Thanks.